Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Thursday, the 21st of January, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Bangladesh beats West Indies in first one-day, and in our feature for this evening, Swim to Win 2021 edition upcoming. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity, so I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seas all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance.
I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. A T20 cricket tournament will commence this weekend at the VOGN grounds, coordinated by Wendell Micey Wallace. However, the Nevis Cricket Association, in a recent release, is indicating to all interested clubs and teams that they can now register for another T10 tournament that it will host starting on February the 6th. According to the release, registration is free of cost for the teams that participated in the previously held T20 tournament, and the deadline for registration is the 27th of January, with fixtures set to be released on the 31st of January by noon on that day. Teams will be expected to submit a list of players along with the registration form. Meanwhile, on the international scene, Shakib Al Hassan's 4 for 8 led Bangladesh to a comfortable win in the first one-day match against the West Indies. Hassan, who was serving a one-year ban for not reporting a corrupt approach from 2019, had a fruitful return to international cricket as his 4 wickets for 8 runs helped Bangladesh beat an inexperienced West Indies team by 6 wickets in the first one-day match yesterday. The win gave Bangladesh a 1-0 lead in the Flimat series and also earned them their first points in the World Cup Super League. On paper, it would appear to be a one-sided win for Bangladesh, but West Indies, who were fielding 6 debutants, had some positives to take from the game, despite being bowled out for 122. Debutant Kyle Mayers, who struck 40, showed promise on a spin-friendly surface, while left-arm spinner Akil Hossain, also playing his first one-day match, spun a web around the Bangladesh top order with his variations to finish with 3 for 26. However, a target of 123 was simply not enough, as West Indies couldn't sustain the pressure, as Bangladesh won with 16 overs to spare. Summary scores: Bangladesh 125 for 4, Tamim 44, Hussain 3 for 26, beat West Indies 122, Mayers 40, Shakib 4 for 8, Mahmood 3 for 28, Bangladesh winning by 6 wickets. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
Vance W. Amory International Airport has been growing in service to all travelers. With regular flights to and from Puerto Rico, St. Martin, and Antigua, in addition to other islands, it is a viable and convenient option for residents and visitors of Nevis traveling anywhere. Enjoy the convenience, avoid the hassle, support Nevis, use the Vance W. Amory International Airport.
Well, I'm back, and tonight's swimming is in the spotlight. On Wednesday, 20th of January, 2 of the coordinators of the Swim to Win program faced the media to announce the commencement of the 2021 edition of the program. Let's hear from Terry Andrews and Jamia Claxton.
A special good day to all. First of all, I would like to extend Happy New Year to the general public from the Swim to Win family. As you know, Swim to Win, our program is scheduled to continue shortly, the 2021 edition, and we are here to provide some useful information to potential participants, which Terry will give more details later on. 2020 was a very successful year for the Swim to Win program. As you probably would have heard, we would have touched over 119 swimmers last year, with approximately 90 of them being evaluated, and we anticipate a successful 2021 as well. At this point in time, I would like to extend sincere gratitude to all our partners who are involved in the program, which have made the program very successful. But I would like to make special mention of Anne McClendon, international swim instructor, who was very instrumental in developing this particular program. She has been doing it voluntarily with no charge, and she's been very integral in not only preparing our instructors, but also how we execute the program. So I take this opportunity to thank Anne for the work that she has done and continue to do with us to make this program very successful. As I said, we are geared up and ready to go for 2021, so I'll now turn it over to Terry to give some details.
Well, good morning, good afternoon to everyone, and again, I'd like to reiterate what Jameer said, and Happy New Year to everyone. We truly at the Swim to Win family are looking forward to building on our success from 2020, and we are starting our first sessions in February, March. We're going to start off with a 6-week session beginning on February 7th. Registration is now open. Again, 6 weeks, the cost will be $120 EC. Registration deadline is by February 1st, so I would encourage everybody to register as soon as possible. That helps us to know how many numbers we have, how many instructors we need to have, and how many sessions that we are running. And so you can register either at the Department of Sports with Ms. Shakira. You can drop in and fill out your registration form, or you can go on to the Nevis Aquatic and Sailing Center website, which has full information on all of our calendar of events, and you can actually register there online.
Jameer and Terry, we know that this Swim to Win program has certainly had quite a number of persons, especially persons who couldn't swim, persons who are afraid of the water. But speaking of afraid of the water, in recent times you have heard about shark attacks, especially within the waters of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. There may be some parents who are a bit scared. What would you tell them?
Well, and thank you for bringing it up. I think it's something that we have to have the conversation and we have to talk about it. Unprovoked shark attacks are extremely rare. I mean, extremely rare. This is the first case in our waters in 50 years. I believe the numbers show from the Department of Marine Resources a total number of 34 shark attacks unprovoked in the entire Caribbean in the last 20 years. Whereas drowning is one of the leading causes of death worldwide, and we see it happen here in the Federation far too frequently. So Swim to Win is a program to teach swimming. That's what we're doing. We're trying to replace the fear of the water that we have here with fun, fitness, and family time, and to not only develop a pool of qualified instructors, which as Jameer said, via Anne McClendon, we have amazing training and teaching proper protocols for our instructors, but then we want to reach out to all of our swimmers. So safety is always our priority. I think most everybody who's already participated in the program knows that. Not only for shark who live in the water, but certainly not necessarily in Wally Bay, which is where we hold our sessions. But we have one qualified instructor per group. We also have a qualified in-water volunteer with every group. And additionally, on top of that, we have land volunteers who patrol the beach. So they have eyes on the water, not only watching in case a child slips behind someone, but also, if they were to see anything out in the water. But more so than just shark, again, safety. So it's water conditions. We pay special attention to that. If there was too much swell or too much current, water quality, in case we've had a lot of rain and water's come down the gut where it's not safe to be in the water. We've had occasions where we canceled a session and extended it by another week. COVID protocols, we certainly take those into consideration. And again, we're listening to the Department of Marine Resources about when it is safe to get back in the water. But I want everybody to know safety is our priority. It is very rare what happened. She is a lovely young girl. She had just competed in the Peninsula Swim. She's a competent swimmer. We feel terrible for her and for the ones that were with her, but it is extremely rare, and we have to address more of our issue of drowning, and that happens far off, more frequently than sugar fast.
Thank you so much, Terry. Additionally, when I heard the report first, I heard that it happened in the waters of Wadi, and that was a little scary. But then we learned that it was closer to Booby Island. Now, in your experience, you've been around Wadi for quite a while, and the children learn to swim within that proximity to the beach, to the shore. They don't really go too far out. My understanding, I'm not an expert, that sharks don't normally come that close. I'm not an expert, so this area close to the shore is a lot safer than going way out there. Your thoughts on that?
And I would agree. I'm not an expert either. We were hoping that our lead instructor, Val Gregoire, would be here, and she has far more experience in this. You know, they're wild animals. I mean, you know, they tend to go where fish are, where food sources are. So I presume that they're out in deeper waters, especially the larger fish. But again, it's just an extremely rare. We make sure that where we are swimming and teaching and instructing the swimming is within the buoyed area. I have far more concerns, even when I'm personally out swimming, about motorboats, you know, coming around, and we've had incidences of that here. So, you know, Peninsula Swim, you know, we're out in deeper waters, cross-channel swim, we're out in deeper waters, there's never been an incident. It's just extremely unfortunate. But again, with the Swim to Win program, we want to address more the issue of teaching people to be safe in the water so we avoid drowning incidents.
All right, so as we look forward to the startup of the 2021 Swim to Win program, how are you planning to start? Any big activities to give it a big bang start?
We are. So we run our program through the Nevis Aquatic and Sailing Center, which is located down at Wally Beach. And there are a lot of exciting things happening at the center this year, and we're happy to be partnering with them. So they're having a big kickoff barbecue on Sunday, January 31st. Everyone is invited. The time is still to be determined, but I will let you know for sure, Curtis. But it'll be in the afternoon. It's an event to hop around and see all the exciting renovations that we're going to be making at the center. We'll have the full calendar of events because we offer youth sailing, adult sailing. We have aquatic and sail camps during the summer. We're going to partner with the Department of Youth for a beach games event in April. We have our Christina swim camps coming up in July, which are quite exciting. And then, of course, our Swim to Win Sunday. So there's a lot going on. It's meant to be a center for all. So please come out. Help us start out the 2021 season.
Your closing thoughts, Jeremiah? Safety, fear of the water, any thoughts?
First of all, I would like to just emphasize what Terry would have said regarding sharp, unprovoked sharp attacks are rare. But at Swim to Win, we have a safety structure in place, which encompasses not only looking out for that type of thing, but safety in general. So we are very proud of the safety structure that we have in place. So I don't foresee any issues because we have competent individuals who are responsible for these specific areas. I just want to encourage the general public to come on out, sign up for Swim to Win. Swimming is a very good skill to have because it's one of those skills in life that can actually save your life. And so come out, sign up on the website, sign up at the Department of Youth and Sports, and learn how to swim.
Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you so much, Abby. Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.